Welcome everyone. Welcome to the part 1, the MCQ part for the G10 Elite end of term questions. In this part, we will do all the MCQ questions, the first 15 questions. You will be given 4 options and you need to choose the correct one. You can do shortcut methods, calculator methods, any of it. It's fine as long as you get the correct answer. So we will look into the question number 1, that is to analyze the characteristics of graphs of the quadratic functions. Here, we have been just given one graph and we have been told to compare with another graph whose details have been given. Let's look at the details. They are told the y-intercept of 1 and vertex is at 1, 3. Now, I will just plot it in the same coordinate because the coordinate is already there. Now, y-intercept is 1. So where is 1? Over here is the y-intercept. What is the vertex? Vertex is the peaking point, and which is having a maximum. Maximum means the graph will only be like this, it'll have maximum. If it's minimum, it'll be like this. Now we know that this is going to be maximum in the sense similar to this curve itself. 1, x is 1 and y is 3, so over here is the vertex. Now then we will just join this. If okay, you need to draw a smooth curve, but if you know this is the vertex, then these are all symmetrical, right? Over here there'll be one more point, and at the same over here you can keep on going, but that's not required. For now we just need to connect this over here. Okay, it's not that proper, but it's approximately that. We will just look into the real answer. You can see this is the graph. Okay, it's corresponding to it. Okay, it's close enough, and you don't need accurate answers for that. Just to understand the difference between these two graphs. Which is having a maximum, greater maximum? Obviously this graph, right? Its maximum is over here, whereas this maximum is just over here. And what else do you need to know? You just have to compare a few things. The y-intercept is over here, and the vertex over here is at 1 comma minus 1. The vertex over here was given also 1 comma 3. Maximum point is at 3 here, whereas the maximum point over here is minus 1. We can see the axis of symmetry. Let's just see where is the midpoint. Basically you can see this is the same axis of symmetry for both. Okay, that's the axis of symmetry. That's it. You're just basically comparing the two graphs. If you understand how to graph, that's more than enough. They might just ask you which is having the, because it's MCQ, we can't predict what exactly they might ask. Anything can be asked. They might ask you the maximum point, which is having a higher vertex, or what is the axis of symmetry, anything. But the maximum, the greater maximum is by the g of x graph. Okay, this one which we drew. Let's do see this problem as well. Now it's having a minimum over here. What's about the minimum? Let's see which is having lesser minimum. Let's plot the other graph as well. The vertex is at minus 1, minus 5, 2, 4, 5. Obviously this g of x is having a lower minimum, and they have told the y-intercept is at 0.5. That's over here. So that means somewhere over here will be the other point. So the graph will be very steep like this. Okay, it's not very accurate, but you can see the original graph will be something like that. See, it's very narrow. And now we can see the highest minimum, the lesser minimum will be at g of x graph. And these are the vertex. This is the vertex for this one. The f of x is having a vertex of minus 1, minus 1. That's it. Simple comparison, nothing much over here. Let's see. Now over here we have tables and an equation. What do we do over here? Do you remember the formula for the vertex from this equation? First of all, let's write the standard form, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. Whatever is the coefficient of x squared is a, coefficient of x is b, that is minus 10 here in this case. The a is 1, and last part is all c, that's 5. Now this is the standard form. From here we can find the vertex formula, that is vertex formula. The x coordinate of vertex is given as minus b by 2 times a. All you do is substitute. What is b value? Minus of negative 10. Divided by 2 times a. What is a? 1. So the answer will be 10 by 2, that is 5. The x coordinate of the vertex, is 5. So now for this one, they have told minimum, that means it's going like this, okay? This x-axis we found out to be 5. What is the y-axis? Just put the x value over here and find f of 5. The y value is f of 5, that is everywhere where x is there, put this 5 value. Minus 10 times 5 plus 5. It'll be 25 minus 50 plus 5. It'll be 30 minus 50, that is equal to negative 20. So the value of this is minus 20. So this is the minimum point. Minus 20, sorry, minus 20 over here. Okay, that's the minimum point. Now let's see what is the minimum point here. 170, 70. Look, you can see a pattern in these 3 points. It dips over here and then it comes up. In the sense, it'll be like this at minus 10 and then it comes up, right? Oh, sorry, yeah, minus 10. So the y value is minus 10. What is the x value? It's 5 comma minus 10. The vertexes at 5, x value are the same thing, 5 and 5, but which is the minimum point? It's the given function f of x. Whereas g of x is having a greater minimum, the lesser minimum is at the function f of x. This is enough, and that's how we find lesser minimum. You can see this is negative 20, which we also found out, and then we just compare. F of x has lesser minimum, which is 10 units below the g of x function. That's it. Same thing over here. Please do try it and do it by yourselves. All you need to do is find the, we have done it just now, right? Same thing. Use the vertex formula. Find the x value of the vertex. Then substitute in the equation whatever value we find and find the maximum or the minimum value. Here it's maximum. So it's maximum value. After finding vertex, substitute over here. You'll get the maximum value to be minus 6. And then same way, check over here. Where is the pattern or the symmetry? Over here you can see this is pattern. The vertex is at 1, 3 here. So, sorry, it's 3, 1. X is first, 3 and 1. So the maximum point over here is 1. The maximum point at f of x is minus 6. Which is having the greater maximum? The function g of x has the greater maximum. Why? Because this is the vertex point here. Whereas 3, minus 6 is the vertex for the f of x function. Compare them and write it. That's the end of the first question. Very simple. Just try to make sure you understand the standard form, the formula. And if it's 2 graphs, plot the other graph, compare it, and just try to practice more problems and be thorough with this.